In American-born Chinese, Daniel Wu played the role of Monkey King, the iconic protagonist from the Chinese folklore story Journey to the West. Yet Daniel Wu's movie career is the complete opposite of that, as in, it's a journey to the East for the American-born Chinese actor. Stay on to watch how Daniel got his start and achieved superstar status in the Hong Kong and China showbiz world throughout the 2000s and early 2010s, as well as his love stories from back then, and what happened after he moved back to the US for family reasons, but also to take a swing at Hollywood. Keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. Daniel Wu was born into a highly educated Chinese immigrant family from Shanghai. His dad was an engineer and his mom was a professor. Having majored in architecture at the University of Oregon, where he got straight A+, Daniel would have gone on to become a successful architect, one of your typical well-behaved second-generation Chinese Americans working in respected professions. In 2017, he actually sought to rekindle his design roots in a Chinese reality TV show called Dream House, where he led a team to restore abandoned old houses in Chinese villages. One of his projects, a dome-shaped public library with skylight windows, where Daniel participated throughout the entire process from design, measurement, carpentry to assembly, was even nominated for the British Royal Institute of Architecture's International Prize. Daniel may very well have become another Ian Pei, but we would have missed a great actor of our time. Having studied martial arts since the age of 11, Daniel Wu has a great body build, and with his natural good looks, he was very quickly scouted by Hong Kong film director Yang Fan in 1997, within just a few months of dabbling in modeling. Immediately in 1998, he landed a lead role in his first movie, Fisherman, with no acting experience or training, and he didn't even speak a word of Cantonese at that time as an American-born Chinese growing up speaking English. The literal Chinese translation of this movie is A Romance Between Beautiful Boys, a very accurate film title. While the movie was about gay love, the two actors, Daniel Wu and Stephen Fun, are nothing like that in real life. Fun fact, the lead actress in the movie, Shu Qi, who played Daniel Wu's girlfriend, wound up marrying Stephen Fun in real life, who is Daniel Wu's lifelong best friend till present day, and they executive produced AMC's TV series Into the Badlands together, which we'll discuss later in the video. Soon after this first romantic movie, which, let's be honest, is not the best genre for Daniel Wu, who can look pretty stiff and serious sometimes, he signed with role model Jackie Chan, who has since openly praised Daniel Wu as one of his greatest mentees. With the breakout success of his 1999 movie Gen X Cops, Daniel Wu established his A-list status in the Hong Kong film industry and won over the hearts of many fans. He starred in 20 movies in just the first 5 years of his entertainment career, from 1998 to 2002, which would have not been possible in a million years if this was in Hollywood for a young American-born Chinese actor. In the 2002 movie Naked Weapon, Daniel starred alongside ex-girlfriend maggieq, who, just like Daniel, was born in America but found Hong Kong as the launching pad for her movie career. They had already broken up when filming Naked Weapon, but somehow managed to pull off these really steamy sexual love scenes. This past relationship with maggieq is probably the only publicly acknowledged one by Daniel, and one that caused him quite a bit of emotional pain. They were both super attractive and fast-rising in their stardom, and were considered the golden perfect couple together. Daniel and maggieq dated for 2 years between 1998 and 2000 before a slew of rumors started to come up about their breakups and affairs. Well, according to tabloid stories back then, and this Chinese interview that Daniel did, it seemed like maggieq was at fault, who cheated. The fundamental reason behind their split was that it's really hard to maintain trust when your significant other is this gigantic celebrity surrounded by a lot of girls, not to mention the really gossipy Hong Kong paparazzi who will constantly feed unsubstantiated rumors. And as Daniel Wu admitted himself, he was not the type of guy who is communicative in giving and saying affirmations. Quickly, he met Lisa S. soon after in 2002, who went on to become his wife after 8 years of dating. Again, like Daniel and maggieq, Lisa is also an American who started out and built her career in Hong Kong as a supermodel. Her biological father is of French as well as Chinese origins, but she was raised by her American mother and her stepfather, with whom she shares the same last name, Gary Celestiner, president of Caesar's Palace. As a mixed-race beauty, Lisa admitted back then that Daniel was the first 100% Asian guy that she laid eyes on. In fact, it was love at first sight when she saw Daniel's magazine cover, but he was with maggieq at the time, so Lisa backed off. And when Daniel was single again and they met each other at an event, Lisa swooped in. She's a confident, independent, and tough woman who won't feel insecure from all the tabloid stories and rumors about Daniel, has never questioned or doubted him, and only had a few fights in the 20 years together, all of which is very different from what Daniel previously experienced with maggieq.
完全就是7年里边完全没有给我任何的压力。你去那边拍戏 ，OK 好，不见几个月 ，OK 回来之后啊，就很自然，就有一个很 natural 的 partnership 这样的。
And that obviously made Lisa a keeper. Fun fact, Lisa was originally someone who didn't want marriages or kids, but that all changed when she officially married Daniel in 2010 and had their daughter Raven in 2013. Now back to Daniel's professional life. From 2003 to 2012, he continued on his prolific movie career in Hong Kong and China, again averaging about at least 45 movies in a year. This includes several collaborations with his mentor, Jackie Chan, including New Police Story, for which Daniel won the Best Supporting Actor at the 41st Golden Horse Award, Route B. Hood in 2006, where then-girlfriend Lisa S. also had a cameo appearance. And the 2009 movie Shinjuku Incident, which was banned in China, where Fan Bingbing also played a role. Daniel also starred in movies executive produced by Jackie Chan, such as House of Fury and Everlasting Regret. With the rise of the mainland China movie market, Daniel Wu also starred in a string of big production Chinese movies such as The Banquet, where Zhang Ziyi was the lead actress, The Last Supper, where he played a very famous historical figure in China, and Inseparable, starring alongside Kevin Spacey. Daniel also starred and produced the Tai Chi film series, directed by his best friend Stephen Fan, as mentioned earlier. It was around 2012 and 2013 that Daniel Wu started to try out some Hollywood roles, including in The Man with the Iron Fist and Europa Report, the latter of which was unfortunately a box office disaster. Partly because of his new and important role as a dad, and partly due to his refocus away from Hong Kong and back to Hollywood, Daniel's movie output, in terms of volume, has definitely dropped since then, compared to the earlier decade of his career. He still starred in Chinese movies here and there, such as appearances in franchises that he had been in before, including Overheard and Don't Go Breaking My Heart, and most recently the 2020 movie Caught in Time. From 2015 to present day, we're definitely seeing more of Daniel Wu's appearances in American movies, such as Warcraft, Geostorm, Tomb Raider, and Reminiscence. It was also during this time that we saw his first TV roles, such as the recurring role Jay in Westworld Season 4, and most notably in the AMC series Into the Badlands, where he was both the lead actor and executive producer, and now obviously in Disney Plus American-born Chinese as the Monkey King himself. So here goes the question. Has Daniel Wu made it in Hollywood? It seems as if his ex-girlfriend maggieq has had a more successful career here, with lead roles in movies such as The Protégé and most notably in popular TV shows such as Nikita and Designated Survivor. Let's put it this way, if we're talking about the Hong Kong and Chinese movie market, Daniel Wu's status is as prominent, if not bigger, than Chris Pratt, Dwayne Johnson, Robert Downey Jr., and such. But within the parameters of Hollywood, he is not in the same league with these big names. Many fans have said that if he had continued to do movies in Hong Kong versus transitioning into Hollywood, he would have won some pretty big awards, like Tony Leung. The internationally recognized movie star also starred in Shang-Chi, won a series of global film awards such as Cannes and Venice Film Festival for domestic Hong Kong movies, not Hollywood ones. And that's exactly Jackie Chan's point when he said this during a recent press event promoting his latest movie Right On, which we're going to discuss.
有几个人演员非常有名，就问我，当我要到外国发展，大哥你有什么建议？我说好好的在国内发展，你到了那边，你只是做一个小角色，人家不会为你去写剧本。你到那边，人家会为你写个剧本，不会。你在国内发展好了，你成功了，自然人家会来找你。所以以我们自己中国的市场为中心，再慢慢有能力了。 闯到外国去，这个是我自豪的。
This also echoes with what Zhang Ziyi had said about her experience with Hollywood, which I discussed in the video about her if you haven't checked it out yet. Obviously, things have changed dramatically for Asian actors in Hollywood, and it's amazing that American-born Chinese is an all-Asian cast that honors the Chinese cultural heritage, where the storyline was written for the Asian actors. But the plot, and especially Daniel's role, sounds a little all too familiar and a little bit of a cliche, because Into the Badlands is also loosely based on the novel Journey to the West. I wish Daniel would play similar types of dynamic, complex characters that he made famous in those iconic Hong Kong movies. Despite having done more than 60 movies, Daniel has only won one acting award. We shall wait and see. If Michelle Yeoh can win an Oscar at the age of 60, Daniel Wu still has a long way to go as he will only just turn 50 years old next year.